Hello, Real Producers. This is Kristen Brindley, your publisher of DC Metro Real Producers, and I'm here with the wonderful Carey Riel. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning, Kristen. How are you? Thank
I
you for
am.
having me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am wonderful, and it's great to have you. And Mortgage Link, you're a wonderful partner of ours. And for those that don't know Carey, he is a veteran. So thank you so much for your service. He has helped over 5,000 families with their loans, which is kind of an amazing feat, I believe. And he is an educator. He actually likes to help his people find the best solutions for them. So, it's an honor to have you on. And tell us, how did you end up in lending as a mortgage lender? And tell us your story. Like, how did that happen?
Really a long story. I'll try to give you the abridged version, but I had several different paths when I was a little bit younger. At first, I thought I'd wanted to be a pharmacist, and then I started taking all the courses and realized very quickly that the chemistry labs, et cetera, were not my forte. And then I switched over more to an accounting type aspect. Went into the Marine Corps, spent some time there, so learned a little bit about myself. Got out of the Marine Corps and started kind of just playing around with ideas as to what I wanted to do. Got in sales, was in the restaurant industry for a while just to bide some time, and was introduced to some folks over at Seneca Mortgage back in the day, and found an interest in the match between my love for numbers and my love for people. So the industry just kind of fit my personality perfectly. I am a people person, and the thought of getting into accounting and working with numbers all day just seemed too mundane. So in a nutshell, once I got to talk to the folks over at Seneca and learn a little bit more about what it is that a loan officer does and how they help people, and the fact that you get to speak with so many different people and build those relationships, I just kind of fell in love with it, and I've been doing it since 1994. So
Just a little while, just helping a few people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you started, like, what's the path to doing as much as you do? Because I know you do like 30 to 50 million plus, like, every year. You're a very consistent high producer. Like, what was that path like? Starting out a brand new loan officer to now.
Well, there are some commonalities in everything that we do. I mean, you definitely need to have persistence in this industry. You need to have a great team behind you. It's not just me. I've got a lot of great processors, underwriters, title companies, insurance agents, a bunch of folks I can rely on that can help these transactions go very smoothly. That's not really what helps you get the business. That's what helps you retain it. What helps you get the business are your relationships that you build with, your sphere, your family, friends, your coworkers. A lot of times people will join different clubs. I do a lot of bicycling, mountain biking. Being a veteran, I do a lot of fundraising for some events. So, that involvement has given me the ability to spend time with people that learn about what I do. And then as a result, they'll refer me business. But it always kind of comes back to the gatekeepers, which seem to be the real estate agents. So, I go back to persistence. You really need to keep knocking on doors with real estate agents, let them know who you are, what you do, how you can help them out. Like you said, I like to educate. So I'm always trying to speak with realtors and share with them what's going on with the industry, the products, to give them reasons to look for business, to find solutions, to be able to go, I can get a transaction on. Let me have these folks talk to Carey. So the realtors, they always, really, they're the ones talking to the buyers mostly, and they have the ability to, share my services. And then hopefully when I talk with them, there's a match there. They like me, our products match with theirs, and, we can move forward and help them get into a property. So
for you, what do you feel has been like most challenging in your career?
The industry can be a little bit cyclical. In this sense, you've got economics that play into this, and rates ebb and flow. The good thing is, people will always be purchasing. Here in the DC metro area, we're very, very fortunate in the sense that we're insulated from a lot of those economic ups and downs. I mean, you've got a huge industry here, government industry. People are always going to live here, move here. The interest rate environment can, bring in some more money for you with refinances, but, a long-term loan officer in this arena is always focusing on purchase transactions. The more those you get, the more people you talk to, the more referrals you'll get. Past clients will call you back up, et cetera. So most challenging is, sometimes just weathering those storms. And it's just really planning. You'll have a real good year, and you'll, always kind of keep a base to it, because we're all on commission, and, you just have to put that away when you can. And then when things are really, really good, you just have to know that you're going to be working extremely hard for a while. So sometimes there's no breaks, and sometimes there's a lot of breaks. So you just need to learn to enjoy it when you have the time, and vice versa.
That's fantastic advice. What's been most rewarding for you, Carey?
It's helping the families, quite honestly. When you can take a transaction from start to finish, and at the end, not only receive a compliment from the clients that you've actually done business with, but the realtor partners that have referred you. It's just very rewarding, to see the appreciation on people's faces, and the excitement when they actually get to go to settlement and get handed over the keys for their house. I mean, it's a big purchase, and it's great. I'm really honored to those that, allow me to be a part of such a big event in their lives.
That makes a lot of sense to me with how you view relationships and how relationship driven you are with your real estate agents. I've seen it. What sets you apart? Like, makes you different, do you feel?
I think it's just my work ethic. I'm very fortunate to be here at the Mortgage Link. We're a smaller boutique lender, low overhead, very competitive pricing, and we've got a full array of products, all conventional, Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA, USDA, non-QM loans. We have the ability to, underwrite in-house, lend our own money. We can even broker. So, having the ability to have all facets of everything, residential real estate is great. So first and foremost, that part is very key. Having that ability to go where you want to be competitive and offer those services really helps you, and it sets you apart. So the work ethic is very key. And I get up real early, usually about 4:45 in the morning. I'll take my dog out for a walk. I'll try to go to the gym. I'll try to ride my bicycle, do something just to, keep a balance, especially when it's so busy. But, like this morning, I was here by about 7 a.m. and that's not uncommon. Sometimes I'm here a little bit earlier. And you have to set up, you have to force different pockets of time to get all your work done. There's a lot of admin, a lot of paperwork. It's not just dealing with people, taking a loan application, locking in loans, et cetera. There's a lot of paperwork on the back end, following up, making certain people, provide what they're asked to provide, making sure appraisals are ordered, coming back, and there's, I can tell you, there are always surprises in this industry. I will learn something new every single day. You think you know it all, and then all of a sudden the guideline will change. COVID, for example, has come into place, and you need to continuously read up on what the changes are. COVID is an example. There are some overlays that have not been in play. You get a person that purchases a primary residence and they've got some investment properties. You used to only have the need for a certain amount of reserves, additional money that's needed after you go to closing, et cetera. That amount's been increased. It's a temporary thing, hopefully, but if you're not aware of that, you're used to the old guidelines, you'll push somebody through, and then at the last minute, there will be we don't have enough money type of thing. So you need to stay on top of the guidelines and know your products, continuously study. You never really earn that degree and graduate. It's continuing education forever. So I would say, trying to stay on top of stuff.
What ways do you get business? Like, do you advertise? Do you It's a lot of sphere, repeat business at this point. What is it for you?
So yeah, like you said, we do advertise, but for me, I've been real fortunate. I've got a ton of clients that for whatever reason like me, so they do send me some additional business and referrals, which is great. I know, right? That's what you want. Again, focus on real estate agents. We have some relationships with financial planners, accountants. People that um, are in the know about people's mortgages and finances because it's such a big part. And they trust us enough to refer us out and again get referrals. Um, the advertising portion, we do a lot of advertising. We've got a show on WSA 9, which is helpful. That brings in some business.
When is that show on? Tell everybody, when's that show
It's
on?
on every Thursday at 9 a.m. Yeah. So WSA 9, take a peek at it. It's usually around 9:35, and it changes. Sometimes we're every other week, sometimes it's every week, but it's fun. We kind of we go ahead and do it, bring some agents on, and learn something about the industry each and every week, and again try to educate. So it's great. It's good at promoting as well. The other advertising, we'll do some co-branding, we'll do some marketing, we'll do some, Zillow, Agentology, YLoper. For all the realtors out there, they know what that is. And, the whole goal is to, help the real estate agents obtain leads so they can get transactions. And then, of course, real producers, we advertise with you guys. And, talking about that, I remember the first time I went to one of your events, I was invited by one of my title partners. And when I walked in the room, I was like, oh my God, look at all these folks here, huge producers, top producers that know what's going on with the industry. And for me, I just thought it was, overwhelming to be in a room of so many people that you can have a conversation with about what's going on and share ideas and philosophies and, be able to, hey, what are you doing that's working for you? And everybody's just so open. And, for the most part, we all really do want to see one another succeed. We want to share what we know. And the whole goal is, just to promote each other and help out. So, good job there. Really love the events.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we appreciate you as well. And so let's see here. So you're a busy guy. What's your schedule usually like? And what's your secret weapon, like your habit or way you do things that you think has worked super well for you?
I never want to miss a phone call because that could be a missed opportunity. And, I've not answered the phone in the past, and you come to find out it was a referral. You call them back and, hey, I talked to Joe down the street. I'm going to work with them. So I'm very responsive. If I don't pick up, I'll reply. So, communication, that's a secret weapon. It's so simple. You just need to be proactive with your communication rather than reactive. That's always the best. Communicate with your clients. Last thing you want is the realtors to call you up and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson just called me up. They haven't heard from you in a while. Well, there's may not have been any reason to call them, but they don't know that. So just give them a phone call, let them know, hey, your file's moving forward as it should. There's no news. I just want to touch base. And that saves a phone call to the realtor, and they don't need to call us, Just being responsible, being proactive, communicating, being available. Those are all key.
Yeah, that's really important.
I wish there was just one thing. Really, I do. There's not.
No, hey, I think all those things are super important, and I've seen it in play in the marketplace. For you, what's the future look like? Like 1 year, 5 years from now? What does it look like for you, for Mortgage Link? Like, tell us where you're headed. Yeah.
Boy, I'd love to be on the beach somewhere, but we'll see what happens. I've got some children that are just finishing up college, so I'm going to be working for quite some time. Not because I have to, but also because I like it. There is obviously work can be very rewarding. For me, it has been. Being able to work with clients and help them achieve their goal of home ownership. Being able to work with realtors that are just starting in the industry and help them learn how to structure a transaction and see their excitement when they help families. It's just really rewarding. So, 1 to 5 years, I'm still going to be here in the industry. We continue to build our team over here. we're, it's a great time right now in the mortgage industry. I mean, I always say we're morticians of poor economic data. That may not make sense to people, but with that being said, the economy, it really is not doing so well, but rates are extremely favorable. So we're very, very busy. We're one of the few industries during this pandemic that has really prospered, which, there is some good that comes out of this, which is great.
There's always opportunity when there's change. So
absolutely.
yeah.
And it's how you work with it. And, people are purchasing. I mean, it is really just a great environment. I love it. So, we're building our team. We're, very focused on making certain that, internally, our processors, our underwriters, are extremely proficient to where any transactions we bring in, it's just really a smooth transaction throughout. We want this to just be a pleasurable experience for the realtors, for the purchasers, and that's our goal. So we'll continue to work hard and do that.
Absolutely. Is there anything you'd like to share with our real producers or, say to the real producers community?
It has just been such a pleasure to be in this industry with all the ebbs and flows. From the bad times you learn, the good times you get to experience great things. And, I just hope that everybody out there is as open as I am to sharing their success, helping others, educating those, and that they're having as much fun doing this and feel as rewarded as I have been. I mean, it's been great working with all the agents. I mean, it really is such a good industry, and we're so fortunate to be working with such passionate people that really do like what they're doing.
Well, I appreciate you, Carey, and y'all heard it here at Real Producers. Thank you so much.